Welcome to Dunmers
Emancipating
Divines.
Scion.
I'll get you someday.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Had we ended last in me trying to break out new shoes?
I believe when we stopped, you were speaking with Shadbook Grubberbag, and also the retcon that we realized off camera by reading the specific details of Animal Messenger is because you have not been to the Dren plantation, you do not have a specific description of Orvis Dren, and so the spell could not work.
Yeah, but also the caster hadn't been to the plantation either, so.
Well, even if they had, they don't necessarily have an accurate description of Orvis Dren.
So I got my 50 gold pieces back.
Yeah, you have your 50 gold pieces. The letter has not been sent.
Heard.
But I don't remember what, if any, conversation you had with Shadback. Oh, yes, it was established that New Shoes was trying to steal from the Knight Commander. So it seems unlikely that you'll just be able to bribe directly a way out of this. You'll need to come up with a more creative solution.
Oh, is that what that meant? Okay.
So what I was attempting to convey, yeah. Glad I paraphrased. Alright, that was last time on the Emancipating Scion.
Alright. I would like to ask Shady Grub, the cleric.
That is the guard. The cleric is someone else.
Vinitus.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to ask, excuse me, where is the office of the Knight Commander?
The Knight Commander's offices are just above the grand staircase. If you go through the main entrance hall, well, you can't miss it.
Thank you. Have a good day. And I'm gonna go straight to the big office.
Okay.
See the big man.
Cool. So you are able to easily navigate your way there. When you arrive, you see a incredibly tall, like even for a high elf, wearing the armor of a Knight Commander. You recognize the gold and red from the one that you killed. He stands easily 6'8". His hair is bundled into a ponytail, which stands higher than the tops of some of the tapestries in this room. He's a notably tall man, if still somewhat lanky. And he is, when you enter the room, he is seated, like crouched down, almost like a bug over what seems to be a universally sized desk, hunched entirely. He looks up as you enter and says, do you have an appointment?
No, I'll keep this quick. You are the Knight Commander of this place?
Yes, Knight Commander Angoril. What can I do for you?
Say that again?
Knight Commander Angoril. Now I repeat myself, what are you doing here?
I am Gladius. I'm an agent of the Blades. I'm here to take one of your prisoners away from you for questioning. I'm taking 2 shoes off of your hands. We could do the whole thing of you run it by the chain of command, check what I'm saying, and if you want to do that, you can waste your time. But I could just make your day easier by taking one of your prisoners off of your hands. Your choice.
Yes, well, that seems entirely plausible, and with absolutely no easily faked statements.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we'd like to travel light on the incriminating evidence. Persuasion? I'm not lying. I have business with this person, and I'm an agent of the Blades.
Yes, but not as an agent of the Blades. So I think he is going to ask, on whose orders?
I work for Caius Cosades.
And if I were to send a runner to this Mr. Cosades, he would inform me that the thief in my prison cells is desperately important to some Blades work.
No, not desperately. I can come back for him on my way back up here.
Very well. Is needed at all?
Yes, needed. Yes. If you do nothing else, keep him from getting bruised up while he's in your care, please. I'll be back for him tomorrow. I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Okay. I do need you to roll deception. You are lying to this man.
What part of this is deceptive?
The part where you are being deceptive with your truth.
I rolled a 21.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was much more convincing than your performance.
I'm basically just like playing up the I work for this guy and I'm over it when it comes to the administration, and I know that you're busy and you're probably over it with the paperwork. Just let me take this guy with me. No? Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Like the blasé part of a not a hierarchy but a bureaucracy.
Yeah, like, let's just do this under the table so we don't both have to fill out a form about it.
I'm a Blade. My work is mostly under the table. I need you to get on my level. Okay, you want to check? I'll be back tomorrow. Fine. And
Okay.
That's the, so yeah. In case you gave me disadvantage, I rolled a double 21.
Okay. Noted. All right. So, in the general area around Pelagia. So, from the map that you have, it's currently around 2 p.m. You can tell that the Dren plantation would only take you about an hour to get there and back. So, theoretically, if all went smoothly, you could be back by 4. Have plenty of time to long rest, but the tomb is more like another 2 hours there and back, and you would be pushing it on exhaustion by the time that you got back into town. So you could take care of one of them this afternoon, and the other one you will most likely have to wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, I know which one you want. I know which one you want that to be, and there's no reason for me to metagame and agree to prioritize the quest line that will allow me to level up. But there's no.
I mean, it just makes logistical sense.
Yes. Let's see. I've only spent 3 first level spell slots on Featherfall, Longstrider, and something else. And I've only spent 1 second level spell slot on Aid. I'm practically full with all of my resources. Yeah, let's go to the plantation.
Okay.
I turn to Nemos and I'm like, okay, what does what does a plantation mean in the context of Morrowind? Like, what are we? What do you expect we're walking into?
Well, there's a few different types of plantations in Vardenfell. There's, of course, the sulfurous plantations, but Dren specifically is a netch plantation.
Netch.
Most of the labor is maintaining netch herds.
Well, what's a netch?
A netch?
Yeah.
You know, the big floating insects. Oh, you've never seen a netch. What kind of Dunmer are you?
Okay, listen, I was told by my mom to stay away from netches and that they kidnapped children who lie, so...
Fine. Avoid the Bettys. That's the one with the softer carapace. The bulls are the ones that get farmed for their leather mostly, but you have to keep a few Bettys with the herd.
Okay.
They're more aggressive.
So I avoid the softer skinned ones? How do I...
They're blue.
Okay. Avoid the blue... I mean, listen, if it's a beast, I'm gonna avoid it.
The herders should mostly be doing the work for you.
Okay. But I mean, like, in terms of workforce. Also, what are they called?
Netch. Netch. Bulls and Bettys.
I'm not learning the terminology. I'm learning that the blue ones are danger.
Okay. Well, most of the actual herders will be hirelings or perhaps low-ranking house members in service of Dren. But they do have other crops. There is I believe, a muck farming operation out of the same location, which I would expect is less voluntary labor. Slaves, Gladius.
Yeah, I know. I understood that. I'm just thinking about how I reconcile this with my oath and leaving.
Well, do we know for sure that this note isn't somehow a plot against Dren?
I mean, it is. It has to be. It's basically tricking. It has to be tricking Dren into like suspecting one of his allies and weakening his position. Like there's no other reason for that plot. Unless if it's not an ally and it's just like they're trying to but like it has to be an ally who knows like their movements, the routes that they're gonna take next month and stuff like this. So like this is the delivery of the letter is a blow against the bourgeoisie, but there's faster methods. No.
I hear you, but would setting fire to this plantation and trying to get the slaves that work there, do you think the guards are unarmed? Would that not risk their lives? If a more subtle method is possible.
Yeah, no, for sure.
These are not combatants.
Yeah. Well, if things escalate, you take care of freeing the slaves and running away with them, and I'll take care of all of the fighting. If we'll try to avoid that approach.
Friend, You're going on that plantation alone. My face is known enough to Dren and the Kimona Tong that populate the plantation that I do not feel comfortable entering.
Okay.
You're still an unknown entity.
Well, if you start to hear fighting from the inside, then I pray you. It's not. It won't. Yeah, I pray you find the courage to help. But
perhaps I might try to rent a small boating vessel. I believe the plantation has a dock, and if I'm nearby enough.
Escape route. Yeah, I love that. Okay, let's do that.
Excellent. I still won't approach unless, well, things start going up in flames.
Okay. It's my signature move already.
Have a good walk.
Let's meet back here once it's all done. Cool.
Alright, by here do you mean the fort? Or did you retreat to the inn for this conversation?
I think we were walking up the mountain, like we were walking to the plantation right now.
Towards, okay. Yeah. He doesn't go more than halfway there, but he turns back around between the town and the plantation. They're both on the shore of a lake.
Oh, okay, so he's got to go back to grab the boats back in town.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good plan.
Alright, so he leaves you, heads back, especially since he was never going to make it all the way to the plantation anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It is a overcast day. The sun is out. It is late afternoon. The atmosphere is humid and sticky. It feels as if every breath is moist and thick. You see the walls of the plantation first, as well as several creatures floating in the air.
I got 2 scrolls of chromatic orb, or just 1?
Chromatic orb, 2.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
The next thing that you're able to see in the plantation is the Netch themselves. They are quite large creatures, perhaps even huge. I'd have to double check myself. And they float in the air above the ground. Bull Netch, yeah, just large.
They float how high above?
The bottom of their tendrils float about 5 feet off the ground. They themselves are about 15 feet tall. They're large, but they're taller than they are big. So the bulk of them is quite high in the air. You see from a distance. You Googled it? Yeah.
I did, yes.
From a distance, you see one Betty and a large group of bulls. The Betty are the blue ones. As you come closer and closer, you can see, indeed, a herder wearing leather and a full face mask is near the floating herd. As you continue to approach, you see...
I am trying to approach as little as possible. I'm like, you know...
They're around the plantation, so yeah, like...
I'm trying to find the path of least tentacles.
That then would bring you closer to the shore of the lake, on the north side of the plantation, which has an array of vertical standing sponges in lines, which seem to secrete brown something. a alchemical ingredient known as muck. It is somewhat edible, but is also a useful ingredient. And working these muck sponges is a variety of Khajiit and Argonian wearing 2 bracers, one on each arm, as they work the muck sponges. There's about 8.
I channeled it. No, I'm kidding.
There are also two Dunmer wearing netch that are standing watch over the slaves working the sponges.
Dunmer wearing netch.
Netch leather.
Netch leather. Okay. Only 2, you say?
2 immediately around them. There are many more guards, and you're well within sight of the walls, which have more prowling around, including some in heavier armor, and just a variety.
All right.
There's a lot of armed people nearby.
Let's set up the map. You described them. You described the like. I'm coming in from the outside. The second thing I encounter after Netches is the slave group with just 2 guards, and it's like that's a very very close to the exit if we book it. Placement for Gladys. But Gladys, let me roll an intelligence check. As long as I roll higher than 5, I know that I can't just spring an escape plan on people without talking to them first.
Especially your own escape route is probably only just now getting to town, still has to get the boat and then come out here.
Oh,
you would have to kill some time.
We'd be running mostly. Okay, I rolled a 9, and okay. I'm like, oh, this is too short term to do anything. Let me see. I'm gonna drop my as discreetly as I can. I'm gonna drop my sickle and hand crossbow into the muck.
Okay.
Cool. That's it.
Okay. You then walk away?
Yep. I walk towards the plantation.
Okay. You're not too far from the gates now. As you approach the wall with a great closed door, you do hear a Khajiit yell, "Ah!" and picks up the sickle. You can see the shadow of it since you're not too far.
Yeah.
And the guard calls out, "Drop that weapon!" The Khajiit says, "It's not mine! It's not mine! It hit my arm! Ah!" And immediately the guards are sort of swarming. One pulls the Khajiit aside, and
I think I turned the corner before that, and I just I just pray that whoever finds the hand crossbow is more discreet about it.
You dropped a bladed weapon into muck.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was hoping somebody more observant would. I was hoping that bad idea.
Okay. You approach the gate, which is closed from atop it. You hear someone call, "What business?"
Message delivery.
Show your crest.
I'm tentatively taking my Imperial tabard out.
Legion business.
Just dropping a letter by.
Fine, let him in. A side door opens, and a guard appears on the far side. This seems like a lot of armed guards for a plantation in kind of the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Or I guess I maybe should have made you roll some kind of check for it. I don't know.
I was already getting that vibe from, like, there's 2 guards with the interns, but there's a bunch of them around.
Yeah.
It's like, it sounded already like, this is more of a military place where they're just
also working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone appears at your side and says, I'll take the letter.
This is for Drunk Orifice's desks only.
Who?
Drunk Orifice.
Who?
The person who owns this place. The big guy.
Are you saying Orvis Dren? You're calling him a drunk orifice on his own land?
Sorry. Orpheus Dren. My bad. I didn't mean any insult. I'm just here to put the letter on his desk as I was ordered.
So pitiful to see a Dunmer like you reduced to Enwa, just like the rest of them. Fine. Come. He brings you further in. Within the plantation walls, you see a row of barely constructed shacks and a few small houses. They look fairly similar in construction to the buildings in Balmora, with the smooth, almost organic stone that doesn't seem to have any seams. But the centerpiece is a 3-story manor that shadows over all the rest of the construction, and was somewhat visible over top of the walls, but definitely towers over the space, which the guard leads you towards that building, naturally.
The big one.
Yes.
Big tall one. Okay.
Alright. Your orders are to give it to Ser Dren directly?
I was told to leave it on his desk.
I can leave it on his desk.
Yes.
Fine. Come with me. He takes you inside. You see 2 Dunmer sort of sparring in the entrance area of the manor. One is wearing nothing but linen trousers and bears a deep black shield with blood red adornments that seem to be in the shape of a screaming face with a tongue out.
That's a religious shield if I've ever seen one.
And in his other hand, he's holding a staff and seems to be doing some vigorous sparring with his opponent, who, shieldless, is holding the staff with 2 hands and trying to keep up, while the shielded combatant is yelling, "Left arm up! Keep your guard tight! Ah! You left yourself open! Always be prepared!" He sweeps his opponent down on the ground and says, I need you to run 3 more drills of 3rd stance now. You're still sloppy in your footwork. He turns around and says, "Who is this? What is going on? More trainees?"
Is that I turn to the person who's accompanying me, and I'm like, is that the?
He thinks I'm the boss. Interesting.
Mm. Just a messenger.
Enwa. He ignores you and turns back to stalk around the room. You see a few other Dunmer that seem to be practicing in various levels of skill. Your guide leads you up a flight of stairs. You see a desk, rather ornate, tucked into a corner. Seated at it is a elf with rows of gold jewels hanging from his ears. His hair is plaited back in a practical but still elaborate style, and his armor is deep black and trimmed in gold. He is writing at his desk somewhat furiously as you approach, which your guide puts his hand on his chest and says, "Message for you, sir."
I would like to use discreet casting with detect magic to discreetly figure out what magical items are present.
Okay. The seated figure at this desk, presumably Orvis Dren, has a number of magical items on him, several of which have abjuration. Some seem to be shaped like scrolls and are evocation as well as conjuration. He's got what seems to be a belt with transmutation. Gloves with transmutation on. We'll say that. And the shield he's carrying also has abjuration on it. This dude is decked. In addition, there are magical items throughout the manor. Evocation, enchantment, illusion.
There are what?
There are other items spread throughout the manor. Evocation, enchantment, illusion. There's a lot here.
Cool.
Okay.
I put the letter on the desk.
Okay. Dren turns to you with one side eye and says, "Imperial? What? How did you come by this?"
Boss gave it to me to deliver to your desk. That's all I know. Can I leave?
Well, you're certainly not receiving a tip if that's what part of your expectation.
Okay.
Crawl back to your fort.
I'm gonna turn around and I start to leave.
Okay. As you walk away, you hear the of a knife opening the message. He flicks it open and says, "Hold on. You have no idea what the source of this intel is?"
Huh? Oh. I told you, it's my boss.
Who's your boss?
I don't think I should tell you. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you. You can contact Fort Pelagiat to ask any questions about my orders, but yeah, like I'm not supposed to share the internal hierarchy of the Imperial Army with non-Imperial Army members, sir.
Fine.
Alright.
Let him leave.
I turn around and I'm not trying to Gladius is trying not to look like he's in a hurry to leave. I'm actually going, if there's artwork or a nice view of the plantation, Gladius is going to
There is a big open window that looks out over the lake, which is quite picturesque with the mountains in the background and Red Mountain far in the distance.
I think that I turn around to leave, I turn back to have a look and I'm like, pretty, and then I leave. Kind of taking my time like an innocent delivery person who does not know the details of who he's supposed to deliver to.
I think for this general interaction, since you are a little bit putting on a character and you're persuading and you're lying a little bit, I'm just gonna have you roll charisma, which is the same as rolling deception, but
19.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. You leave. The guard escorts you back outside of the plantation. You are not left alone or unsupervised at any time. Unless you attempt to sneak off.
Ooh, I gotta pee.
If you say that, he'll say, you can hold it till you get outside the walls.
That's fair. I think that how far does the guard follow me?
They bring you back to the door of the plantation. It's now approaching evening. In the intervening time, the sun is low enough to the horizon that the slaves are being led inside at the same time. So the big doors have been thrown open, and the slaves file through the doors while you're made to wait until they re-enter.
Okay. I would like, once I'm past the doors, are all of the guards already inside?
It seems like some of the net herders are still outside.
Yeah, but they're not guards.
They are armed.
Okay, got it.
It also is worth noting that while you stand and wait next to one of the plantation guards, the slaves, those that aren't just firmly eyes planted on the ground in front of them, those that do catch sight of you shrink back, as they do with all the other Dunmer in the area.
I think that the person who escorted me to the gate, I'm gonna walk 60 feet away from, wave goodbye, and then I'm gonna point to him and I'm gonna yell "Poop!" and I'm gonna cast command to force him to. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And I believe the guard has 0 wisdom, so. He shits himself.
I run. I'm dashing the rest of the way down the mountain. I've got a long strider, 40 feet of movement. I was 60 feet ahead of him when I started.
It's certainly not enough of an aggressive action that you're not receiving arrow fire. However, you do hear some angry shouts coming from the walls.
I bet.
Okay. Unfortunately, given that I do have work in the morning, I think we might want to call it here since you got it off the plantation without lighting anything on fire. Okay. Star and a wish.
I think my star is like, you are such a good Faustian bargainer. You're like, let me tempt you with just a couple of slaves here, a little bit of like.
Can you follow your newfound instructions?
Magical items over here. A lot of like, but also a lot of deterrence, like guards and beasties that are surrounding the place. I think like Gladys is like, even if I do take care of all of the guards, the herd might become aggressive, and that would be really terrifying. If I could kill all of the assassins in here, that would be fine. But if one of the blue ones gets hit and they go berserk, and I'm gonna shit myself. So like balancing my oath and my wishes with like sometimes it's too high a risk to be good for the revolution to do anything, and you gotta play the long term. But yeah, like I avoid that. I think my wish is for all of those magical items, all of the blood from their veins, all of the chains broken.
I guess I'm not really breaking the association you have with slavery and magical items by saying, man, this slave owner is decked.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of slave owners who don't also have magical items for exactly the same reason, slavery.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's just that they're it's the slavery of non-humanoid creatures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my star and my wish. What are yours?
Yeah, my star is that you managed to resist the temptation of causing further chaos here.
I made him poop himself.
You did make him poop
is
himself,
enough.
which I think also is kind of great. Like you were still just like, and fuck you, at least. Yeah. And wish is I am really excited for you to someday come back here and kick Orbis Dragon's ass. I think we can agree here that eventually this man cannot be suffered to live.
Yes, and I already know what to be on. I already know that if he started that's like he's got scrolls on him, so like and some transmutation gloves and an abjuration shield. So like that helps me anticipate how I'm gonna have to like face off against this person.
Yeah. Good.
I make more money if I kill him before he can reach his scrolls. Wish? Oh yeah. Okay.
Kick his ass. Kick his ass.